So some of y'all might be offended by this video, and that's okay, because only about 2 or 3 of you watch my videos anyway, so it's fine. I feel like this is more like a video diary YouTube channel, which is fine. I don't mind talking to the 3 of you that watch my videos, so thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I was out with my friend the other day, and we went to this place. It was in Manhattan. It was not Pier 15, not Pier 17, Pier 15. Went to Pier 15 in Manhattan. Had like these really nice, like restaurants and stuff. So went to one restaurant to hang out, to chill. It was a very nice restaurant. Externally looked amazing. The decor was great. The music, they were playing some great music. It's like, oh, this is great. Went inside, ordered our food. We got an appetizer, we got a meal, we got a dessert. The appetizer, the meal, and the dessert. And we got drinks. But the appetizer, meal, and dessert, not good. Like at all. Like it was not good. To the point where unfortunately we had to waste things. Because it just wasn't good. Not just the flavor, but the food was overcooked or burnt. And even there was one thing that was undercooked. It wasn't good. And I remember we were kind of sitting talking, and I was like, this is so interesting. This particular restaurant, the decor was amazing. You look at it from the outside, amazing lights, the setup, the ambiance, the music, everything was great. You go inside and have the food, it wasn't great. It was a lesson, because I believe that this lesson is for all of us, and I believe that a lot of the times we see something, it looks amazing, it looks fantastic, maybe this opportunity or a place to be in terms of a job or a home. It might look great. But then once you get involved, it's like, oh, it's not that great. That was very much my experience when I was living in California. So glad I went, because I learned so much about life. And I feel like in many ways, that California experience was, I feel like, my initiation into adulthood. So, it was a difficult time, but I wrote an entire book about it that you can get on Amazon called A Spiritual Guru Walked into the House of a Cash Master, and the rest is history. Long, cheeky title for a reason, because the book is very cheeky. It's not long. It's 96 pages, the book. But it talks about my experience in California, living with someone who considered himself to be a cash master. So you can get that on Amazon. It's paperback copy, audiobook copy, and Kindle copy. Anyway, that was my little sales pitch. But I realized, when I went to California, everything looked great. Everything looked amazing. I was living, I moved into this townhouse that was a really nice townhouse. The townhouse, the sort of area of the townhouse community had all these amazing things, and a pool and a spa and a gym and all this amazing stuff. Even the roommate, I would say, promised all these amazing things would be after I moved in. It was horrible. My experience was horrible. However, again, realizing the external was all there. Even all the things that I prayed for, that I wanted in regards to having a new home, I got that when I moved to California. I manifested that. But what I didn't focus on was I didn't focus on the internal. I didn't focus on what the essence of this thing was going to give me. So because I focused on the external, I got the external without focusing on the internal. I didn't really get the external, what I really wanted. You want a place where you move to, you want it to be peaceful, you want it to be joyful, you want it to feel like there's a sense of rest, relaxation, love. I didn't get any of that when I was in California. None of it. But again, I didn't include that in my manifestation, which is a key hint to manifestation. Add in not just what you want, the external, the car, the house, the relationship. Focus also on the essence. What is that going to bring you? So anyway, Externally, this restaurant was great, looked fantastic. Internally, the food was horrible, disgusting. So for us in our lives, what are the things that externally to us look fantastic? That look great. It's amazing. But we are about to be bamboozled because internally it's not great. I'm even going to say this, and this is the part where I think some of you all may not like me for saying this. I don't really care. Is that even some people who look amazing on a scale for 0 to 10, your own personal beauty attractiveness scale, 0 to 10, this person could be a 10 in your eyes externally in terms of the looks, how they look, everything. But internally, could be a 0. And I found, speaking from my experience, this is my truth, may not be your truth, but I found that most of the people I've come in contact with, in which externally they looked amazing, they were the bomb, but like to the point where it was like obsessive. So I'm not talking about like natural beauty, but I'm talking about people like working towards like enhancing their outward appearance. So that's going to the gym every day for like 2-3 hours a day. And this is not minus people who maybe do this as a career, maybe like bodybuilders, right? They do this as a career. They go to the gym every day so they can compete in a, competition. I'm talking about people that just do this on a, regular basis. People that go to the gym consistently, to get their, the fit body, or people that are always putting on like makeup, like beating their face all the time, like with all this amazing makeup. And every time they go out, even when they go to the corner store, they got to put on a full face of makeup. I found that those people whose external world has to be on point and is always on point and is fantastic, internally, they're missing a lot. Internally, their personality is not that great because their focus is on the external. So they haven't done the work to really refine the internal. And there could be other reasons as to why maybe they're not focusing on the internal, because maybe if they do focus on the internal, some other stuff, some other traumas might come up that they're not ready to deal with. And I get that. But I think in turn, that affects their personality, and their personality not being the greatest and not being amazing. So again, I say, maybe you have a dream person you want to be with in terms of looks, attractiveness. Realizing, yes, it's okay to have a person that you fall in love with, that falls in love with you, that's physically attractive. Yes, that's fantastic. But beyond that, can you also focus on the internal? Like, what is this person going to bring you in your life? And maybe there's someone in your life right now that maybe you like, that maybe likes you back. I mean, not you like, but maybe that likes you back. Maybe you don't necessarily like them physically, but internally their, personality is amazing. But because you're looking for the person that's 6'2", what's the saying in the West? Tall, dark, and handsome. This person might be, maybe an inch shorter than you, maybe a bit lighter than you, and maybe, has a few pounds on them. It's like, no, I don't want them because that's not, that's not what I'm trying to manifest. But realizing again, which one would you rather? A person that looks amazing, that has all together externally, but internally, everything is like dead inside, and when you're with them, you feel like you're alone? Or would you rather have someone, maybe externally, maybe, is not a 10 for you, in terms of your scale, but like they make you feel like you're the most important person in the world? Things to think about, folks. We need to realize that our society in many ways tells us to focus on the external world. But what is happening within us internally? What is happening within that person internally, that opportunity internally, that place internally, that restaurant internally? What is happening internally? Because I would even say some of the best food I've had were places that were like hole in the walls. Like the time when I went to South Korea, like street food was the best food I had. Not the food at the restaurants, but the street food was the best kind of food I had. It's a lesson for all of us. It's time for us to focus on the essence, the core of what it is that we want, so that we can truly live a life that's full, that's fun, and that's fantastic. Thank you. Bye.